Greetings fellow earthlings and welcome to this AI only battle episode 3 in the AI only battle tournament for Rome Total War. Which faction is going to win overall? But today we have Gaul versus the People's Republic of Pontus, or Pontus as I'm going to call them. Armies will be chosen at random, it's the only fair way we can do it. And yeah, let's go. So the Gauls have gone for a very cavalry heavy army. We've got a few druids in there, some normal swordsmen. No peasants, which is good to see. The Greeks and the Parthians last episode, they had some weird obsession with having peasants in their army, just to fill up the numbers, but it's good to see that Gaul, you know, they've gone for some good troops. Some missile troops in there as well, but most of it is like, you know, heavy infantry and cavalry. Now let's take a look at Pontus. Pontus is a very interesting faction. I like Pontus. I've never played as Pontus before, but I want to do a let's play on it. If I was ever going to come back to Rome Total War and do a let's play, I think Pontus will be the faction I'll go for. Just because I've never done one before, but I've always wanted to. First of all, they have like some weird Middle Eastern units here, like, you know, the Parthian type of units, and then weirdly they have Greek units as well. Well, I say weirdly, it makes sense, because they're, you know, they are in the Middle East, but they have a lot of Greek influence, because of their starting position. So they have some Greek phalanxes, and then they've got cataphracts, and then they've got chariots, and then they've got catapults, and then some more, and then some Thracians. So yeah, this is just like a mash-up of all the different cultures that they're surrounded by, and that's why I like it. I believe in the campaign they also have a Roman Hastati style of unit. I might be thinking of the Seleucids. Either Pontus or the Seleucids have a Hastati Roman style unit. I thought it was Pontus, but I can't see it here, so I'm starting to think it might be for the Seleucids now. But either way, let's choose their army. So they've gone for some catapults, an advantage that they have which Gaul don't have. They've got some Thracians, and as expected, something of agriculture. Thrace, we've got some Greek phalanxes, we have some Middle Eastern hillmen, some chariots, a bit of everything. These 3 catapult units though, they're going to be interesting to see. They're quite expensive, so yeah, if they hit their shots, then they're going to do well. But if they miss or get friendly fire, like we saw the Greeks do quite a lot of in the last episode, then it's not going to go well for them. And here we are, Gaul versus Pontus. One will be eliminated, the other will pass on to fight the winner of Egypt versus Scythia. If I had to put my bet on it right now, I'm going to say it's going to go to Pontus. But Gaul, they could definitely put up a good fight. Well, they will put up a good fight. It's Gaul. They're going to put up a good fight, but you know, whether it'll be enough to bring down Pontus, who knows. We've got the chariots moving in, the cavalry's moving forward. They usually start with a skirmish, which I always find interesting. So they just send the missile units forward, skirmish a little bit, and then the infantry charging. Catapults already firing in. Looks like they got a hit there. But I want to see what this cavalry's doing. Is it just going to charge in this early on? I've got their 3 cavalry units on my front, probably going to start getting hit by archers now. Oh, they're about to... Are they about to charge? Okay, they've been... Oh, they got hit there by the phalanx, but I want to see this over here. They have charged into a cavalry unit. I don't believe it's the general. Pontus, I mean, bring in some Thracians, and Gaul investing all the cavalry onto this flank. But they had to pull back from there because of course, couldn't have done anything about the phalanxes and the chariots. I love seeing chariots if I'm not the one fighting against them. Just rammed through these swordsmen here, but it looks like Gaul have brought in some cavalry reinforcements, so they don't have to get those chariots out of there. How is Gaul looking over here? So they invested almost all of their cavalry units on this flank, and they're fighting spearmen right now, which was something that I'm guessing they didn't want to do. They forced one unit of Pontus to flee, and I think they forced a cavalry unit of theirs to flee as well. What's going on over here? They've got their own mini battle going on. Whatever, I'm just going to leave those to it. Didn't see them get all the way over there. Okay, it looks like the phalanxes are moving in. They tried to get the cavalry, and I think they've got a few of them by the looks of it. They're now fighting the swordsmen. So yeah, as you can see, battle's a little bit chaotic right now. We have a small mini battle going on over here with some missile cavalry fighting Gaul's cavalry. It looks like Gaul's melee cavalry lost versus missile cavalry because they didn't charge. Oh, big mistake by the AI there. And of course over here, Gaul seems to have won on this front. I can't see the chariots anymore, so I'm assuming those have been destroyed. Let's continue. So Gaul here should charge him with this cavalry, get them on the flank and remove them, but looks like they're not interested yet. Pontus, their phalanx is still going strong, and their catapults as well, still firing in. And we've got them defended as well. There's no Gaulic troops around. It looks like they tried to get to the catapults, but they met some Thracians. And oh, they're really trying to go for these catapults now. They're sending a cavalry unit to charge, but they got caught by another cavalry unit here. So, oh, Pontus lost their general. Pontus lost their general. That's not going to be good. That's going to impact their morale very heavily. And of course, now the catapults are being silenced by Gaulic cavalry. Their phalanx here is caught on their flank. It's not looking good. Okay, they've got a good phalanx here, but it's looking very heavily in favour of Gaul, I think, right now. It mostly, I think, depends right now on how well these phalanxes are going to hold, and as soon as I say that, this one here breaks from a cavalry charge. Some are setting on fire as well. That's not what you want to see from your soldiers. You don't want to see them set on fire. And it looks like this unit will break as well soon. And they're going to break, and there we go, they're broken as well. But Gaul has lost their general, so now their morale has dropped heavily. So yeah, Pontus brought it back there. Is it going to be enough to win? I don't know. These Gaulic cavalry units here, they're making what's it called? A big dent in Pontus right now, just charging in, just knocking out one unit at a time. A bit like me in my Building Rome in a Day series. They're really using them to their advantage. Pontus probably should have gone more spearmen. Maybe not these phalanxes, because you know it's difficult for the AI to like start poking from the front. They're gonna get flanked. A human player phalanxes, but for the AI, just some spearmen that can do the job, I think, is what they needed. I was about to say they still had a catapult unit, but that's gone now. Being run down by cavalry. We've got some missile cavalry here still trying to fight, but yeah, what are they gonna do? I think Gaul have it. Well done, Gaul. Oh, Pontus charging in now with some missile units, missile cavalry, but they're out of missiles, I believe, so they're just charging in. Charging into spearmen as well and broke them instantly. That's good. Well, good to see if you're cheering for Pontus. Are these more soldiers of Gaul retreating? Don't know, it's difficult to tell if it's not going to show the flags. Pontus pulling back to get another charge. Yeah, I think these are actually retreating, which is sad to see for Gaul. Looking at it, Pontus could still come back looking at this. Still got a phalanx unit, still got some cavalry around. I doubt it, I think Gaul do have it, but you know, I'm just saying I think it is still possible for them. Because Gaul, they're quite weak right now. And they're being run down by cavalry as well, and we can see the morale breaking because a lot of troops are actually running away from the battle. Getting this phalanx in the back was quite good for them, but you know, they've turned the phalanx around now. And this is all of a sudden not a good position for the Gauls. They're now fighting a phalanx head on, even though they charged it in the back, and they've broken as well. I think Pontus is making a comeback. From going down to almost nothing, they've still got some Thracians in to possibly get him a comeback. It looks like I think the cavalry has retreated. They've still got another unit here, but it's not the best cavalry. The phalanx moving forwards against archers. Oh, it looks like they've still got some catapult rocks left. Yes, they've rejoined the troops with a catapult, so they're firing back in again. Good. That's good to see. And I can imagine Gaul breaking very quickly here. What have they done to really do against the phalanx? Yeah, just getting prodded to death. They're going to charge him with cavalry as well to finish him off. Now it looks like they're just throwing their A few remaining javelins in. I think Pontus has actually done it. I think they actually made a comeback. Mostly because Gaul, they just lost all their morale as soon as their general died, and yeah, it seems like Pontus's morale is much higher, and that really worked to their favour. It meant that when their general died it didn't affect them too much, but when Gaul's general died, no, they all fled, and look at them, they're still fleeing now. If they can return some troops to the battle, get their morale back up, then they should be able to win. In terms of numbers, they have like 5 times more troops right now than than Pontus, sorry. Pontus is down to a final 1, 2, I think 3 squads, and one's a catapult unit. Gaul, they've got a lot of troops. Oh, they've been run down by Pontus over here. Yeah, I think Gaul outnumbers Pontus, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. Just because of the morale. Phalanx unit here retreating. I think it's safe now to speed it up a bit. All 3 catapult units are back. They pulled back for a little bit, but now they've rejoined and they're firing at their own troops. I guess they were aiming for retreating Gauls, but they ended up just getting friendly fire. And this is basically what they have left. There's a few other units dotted around, but this is the main strength of Pontus and Gaul right now. This is what it comes to. A phalanx poked up the butt, and that's where it ends. Oh, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I did not expect it to be this close. This has been an incredibly close battle. I really thought Gaul had it at one point. And they still could, if they turn around and get back to the fight, and it looks like some of the troops are doing. But I don't think it's going to be enough. The morale has broken before, it's proven itself to be weak. I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, Pontus being shot in the back, and that broke him. That's not good for Pontus. And actually Gaul, they've got an archer unit now, and some druids left. And Pontus are down to catapults and 1 cavalry unit. all these dead bodies here, was it worth it? For a good video, yes it was worth it. Right, charge into the archers, Pontus. Oh, they're broken. It's difficult to tell when it doesn't show the flags. It's annoying. Right, I think they're still in. Don't know what they're trying though. Catapult rocks flying in, aiming at Gaul. If I get a few hits then we could break them. I really don't know. I think Gaul has actually just pulled it back right now. I think Gaul is actually going to get the win. Oh, wouldn't that be embarrassing for Pontus? In come the druids for the catapult units, and I believe this is all they have left. However, both factions do keep on surprising us, so who knows. And there it is. Gaul won with 1 druid unit. Where are they? Oh, look at them celebrating. Yeah, we did it. You can just see them celebrating there. And I think they had an archer unit, that was it. Both armies brought in basically the same sized army of about 1,200 to 1,300. The Gauls killed 1,000 and Pontus killed 1,050. But in the end, Gaul wins and they move through. Well done to Gaul. Unfortunately, Pontus is now removed. It was single elimination, so they're gone. So yeah, who's going to win episode 4? Egypt or Scythia? And that winner will go on to fight Gaul. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the series. Please feel free to subscribe to keep getting notified of the episodes, and please feel free to share if you want to help me grow. So, hope you've enjoyed, and goodbye.